Boots, not bottle. Illusion rune is up. Oh my gosh. As my overlay was completely messed up. Sorry guys, overlay is now back to normal. I do apologize as overlay is completely messed up here. And Vandal at the top lane, this bottom lane is going to get completely ganked out here as Sand King, Shadow Demon and Nates finish him off with relative ease. Second kill going the way of this dire team. As terribly sorry guys, completely messing up the overlays here. Fire Gods 2013. Chen here in the jungle. Looking to make some things happen. As CK cucks and is really just going to be struggling at this point when he gave up the first blood slightly earlier. That's what you guys missed while I was showing the bracket. CK got picked off behind the tower for first blood, and then now we see Whisk getting picked off at the bottom lane. Well, I see. You guys don't get to see. Just being selfish. Being selfish. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Game is awesome. I agree, guys. This is what happens when I only have the one monitor. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm currently in LA, as I've been saying, and part of that means we haven't set up our studio yet, and I've only got the one monitor, so I can't check what my screen looks like. But I can check this Cuts getting jumped on at the bottom lane here. Chen nowhere to be seen, and this is going to be another kill going the way of D4D. Confetti picks it up. He's now 2-0-1, so really good start for the D4D boys. And bottom lane for Rillaman is just, this is what I feared. The aggressive trialing is just going to really punish this weak trialing of theirs. Whisk not ideal to have, and Chen as well, unable to really get too involved. He's actually going to be looking for an early gank, maybe on this mid lane here. Let's see if Gyrocopter walks right into him. It looks like it may be the case. He's camping this rune here. Eldersad's going to scan at the Chen though, and that's a gank avoided. Even though he's not going to grab that rune, he's going to be like, well, I didn't get ganked by a Chen. Fantastic. This is a decent scenario. He's going to take out Chen's creep here as well. TA nowhere to be seen, and Chen going to probably look for a deny. He actually test the fate. He doesn't actually finish up. Wow, Elderstad, man. You crazy. Chen probably just wants to deny this creep now. You're not going to make much use of that. Don't want to give it to the Gyrocopter. He's really flirting with death there. That was not what I expected to see. The Test of Faith did almost max damage as well. A level 2 Test of Faith there, really reaching the peaks of damage. As yeah, now back in this game. So you guys are asking why is the minimap black? That's because my settings. I have a black minimap. I like to play Dota 2 with a blacked out minimap just because it's easier to see some of the dots, but as I realise a lot of people aren't actually used to this blacked out minimap. Again, coming in on top lane, they're actually looking for this lone druid. Problem is, Man can't really go in. He's just level 5. He hasn't got the RP up yet. I'm going to throw down some shockwaves here, but Zealand quite easily can kill all this off. He's got the Tranquil Boots up, and that gives him plenty of sustainability in this lane. Bottom lane. Cax is struggling. He's got 10 creep kills, and Stout Shield, Magic Stick. He's got enough gold for some boots here, which is probably what he wants to pick up here, as we will have a pause coming out. Both teams ready once again to get underway as D4D, the one's up 3 kills to nothing early on here in your Grand Finals game number 1, and they're looking for more kills. They're looking to get very aggressive, come around from the side. No Phase trying to lead things off. He's got a second point in Soul Catcher, really going for that damage amp so they can just burst down heroes fast. And I think they need this. Normally, I'd sort of say you want to. Normally, you see Shadow Demons getting additional points in the poison, but with these heroes, they haven't got a whole lot of burst damage. They've got just the one stun, so they need to kill them during that stun. And to amplify that damage, having Soul Catcher is a better option. They haven't got the. They haven't really got the heroes. Well, yeah, they haven't really got the burst damage, more or less, to actually kill heroes without having the extra damage coming from the Soul Catcher, because it's just right clicks. Shadow Demon, you've got the illusions doing a bit of chip damage, you've got Lifesteal doing it with the right clicks, and oh no, miscommunication there. Sanky going to try getting in with the stun. He will actually get in on time. This should be a death nonetheless here, but they did overlap the slow with the disruption there. And Vodka at the bottom lane going to hide his way under the tower. Elderson actually gets picked off at mid. He was looking for a kill on LT grade. Vaj. gets a solo kill. We saw it last game with Elderstead being killed by Zan, and once again the solo mid for D4D, giving up some silly kills, and it's going to be a kill at bottom lane here. There's no real way for Whisk out of this unless he can tether to a creep. Not going to happen. Stun from Confetti, and this is another kill going. No, not to him. He actually just got an assist for it, but good to see some arcane boots up on him soon, I imagine. As Endless Winter phase boots up. You may see him go for the pure movement speed, but get a drum of endurance and just entire movement speed could be the way to go as far as dealing with this lane. Lone Druid at top lane. He's actually leading the farm. It's a great time to use that against the Mag. Mag being shut down to 22 creep kills. It's a similar story to last game. D4D, the only lane that's not really being dominated is the mid lane, which is that 1v1 matchup, and they've given up a solo kill once again, so it's really a lot of similarities to last game. As there we go, Drum of Endurance is going to be coming out with a magic wand, so just the Bracer for the time being. Well, it's, Bracer as well as a Robe of the Magi. He still needs the Drum of Endurance recipe, but he's going to bring those out for now. Vodki realizes he can't do a whole lot. He's going to be forced to pull in. Confetti, rotation top, double kill for the Lone Druid. Both kills going the way of the Lone Druid. D4D, I mean, that is huge for them. A Chen Gate God raw, as Confetti says, well, okay, I've got this. I've got your back. And this is great for him, because that's his Arcane Boots. Arcane Boots at 8 minutes in. He's also got a level 6. He's got his ultimate. Through some out the Lone Druid, he didn't really hear because he's a Lone Druid. He's just been using that ultimate a couple of times. But D4D, absolutely dominating these lanes. Really great movement around the map. Great decision from Confetti to go top lane. Oh, mid lane TA looking for the gyrocopter. He says sentries or dust. Doesn't look like it for the time being, but there is an epicenter. An epicenter is the damage over time you need to help deal with that refract. Uh-oh. I don't see TA getting out of this one. And here we go. Sanky going to try to follow it up. He's got the stun. We don't even think we're going to see an epicenter come out. Nope, no epicenter. He was trying to fight his way through Elderstand to get out of there, but Templar Assassin, no chance in hell. Dust arrived in time and they get the kill. They're actually going to smoke towards bottom lane now. No wards to smoke past, but this will allow him to get that a little bit closer. As people here giggling in the background. Yep, guys, this is just me solo casting an Australian Dota 2 tournament. Tides are out. There's the grand finals game 1 between D4D and Rillamin. D4D is going to look for another kill. Their 8th kill, sorry, their 9th kill of the game. Make it 10 if they can get the Wisp as well. Wisp needs to tether his way out of this one, but doesn't look like it's going to come. With Shadow Demon, no phase, no kill, picks it up. Confetti stuns his way out of there, and he's got Arcane Boots for his team as well. Running out of HP in this lane. Actually, there's a salve for Lifestealer. He even salves his teammate there as Endless Winter says, yeah, I've got Feast. That's all I need. Actually going for just 1 Enrage. What is this build? I say that almost in a critical way, but it's not a standard Lifestealer build. Maxing out Feast first. You have to really, I mean, the numbers alone, you can see why you wouldn't really want to. It goes from 4%, you get an extra percent of lifesteal with every point you get in it. The Rage really scales a lot better. It gives you attack speed as well as longer duration. And if you're diving under towers against CK Wisp, where you've got stuns, where you've got both tether as well as a chaos ball, having the extra magic can really be the way to go. A hero who would have loved to have some magic immunity there. The Gyrocopter in the mid lane gets caught out in Snare, Test of Faith, and the nuke from Test of Faith followed by some right clicks from the TA. This is enough to take him out, and that's another death going onto him. Oh, top. This is a big rotation here. CK with both going together. He's going to use an RP on this TP coming in. This needs to be the SK, I feel, but it's going to be a Shadow Demon. Maybe to keep him alive a bit longer here, but I don't think this is going to be enough. They need Sanking it. Well, Sanking it well. I say that. Oh, he almost gets out of it. They get a kill in return. Witch goes down, and now it's actually CK going to turn his attention to the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon gets picked off. TP coming in too late. Actually cancelled by Elderstad. Realised he wasn't going to make that one happen as Confetti is at mid lane. That's the hero they really would have loved having him there. He had a TP, he TPs in, stuns too, gets an epicenter off, and suddenly D4D win that fight and probably save the Lone Druid. And Shadow Demon TPs in, does manage to turn a kill for his team, but pays for a bigger slide.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, Lifestealer just having free farm in time.
Radiant's
Phase drums, now gets himself a tier 1 tower. He can just confess his way through a creep to heal himself up a little bit. Gyro struggled a bit, but hey, he's getting some tower gold from bottom now. He's going to be doing alright here. As actually, D4D find themselves with a lot of space at top for the Lone Druid to farm now with that tier 1 tower taken out of their own. It's one of those situations where, well, they lose a tier 1 tower, but it gives them a lot of space. Space to a Lone Druid who's getting close to his relic 12 minutes in. We're looking at maybe a 14-minute relic if things go accordingly for him. Varge getting close to that Blink Dagger, and that's the one thing which can help turn things around a bit for Rillamin. Additionally, the Blink Dagger on the Mag. This is what they're going to be after, the 2 Blink Daggers on TA as well as Mag, and basically to have Mag set up kills around the map using the Blink Ultimate. And you've got Wisp CK to help roam with them. Wisp now's reached at level 6, so he can take the CK to these fights, and that's where they can sort of look to make up some ground here. And that's the one place where, well, D4D are going to have to be very careful. Okay, coming in there. Just going to start with a Purge here on Cuts. Lifesteal not really anywhere to be seen. They're just going to try and fight their way out of this one. Surprised Lifesteal didn't go in. CK was really slowed down here, but it's because Mag was there as well. No, not just Mag, Chen and TA, the entire Radiant team had rotated. D4D said, well, let's just cut our losses. We've got Lone Druid free farming at top. I said 40-minute relic. You may be looking even faster than that. We're just hitting the 13-minute mark. He's 400 gold away. T1 tower, no chance now. Actually, CK's just going to make their way to top. Can they get this Lone Druid? There's no towers to TP to here. We're taking so much damage. Bear just going to try and fight his way out of this one. 2 seconds to go. CK taking a lot of damage. He's not going to get the kill here. Can he find this Lone Druid? T-Duck not close enough. Actually, Kux has been left behind. He needs to bring the bear back to him. Where is that bear? Recall it. Recall it. Entangle. Can he get the entangle? This is dead. Kux is dead. There's no chance the TA trap didn't go. Oh no, the Reality Rift gets camped by some fog here. Z-Link. He's going to get his way out of this one. In comes Confetti. And oh, Kux. Poor soul. What a big play coming up from Z-Link, but a bit of misfortune going the way of that CK. He got left behind and, well, he's probably wishing he didn't. And the T1 tower at top may pay for it as well. Elder's dead. He's got himself a point boost. He's going straight for the global ultimate. One way of helping with that with CK, if your teammate's getting ganked by, you drop the ultimate, maybe offer a bit of damage and slow to help give him some space, but realistically not really a counter, just sort of a minor thing to help out with. Oh, Z-Link, you're not going to be that far forward. He's going to get disrupted here, but that's going to put him in an even worse position almost more than anything. He's going to get burst down here. I can't see him getting out of this one. He doesn't get out of this one, and Templar Assassin has got the Blink Dagger up, has managed to come into these fights now with a Blink, and that's something which D4D are going to have to be cautious about. They don't get too aggressive here. I say that, but they've got a Blink Dagger on Sand King coming very, very soon. Once we've got a Blink on Sand King, well, things get worse and worse. Lifestealer going mano-a-mano against this CK. First round of the cooldown comes, second round going to come, hits the Wisp as well. Both heroes taking a lot of damage. CK going to be sent home by the Chen, it looks like, and it's Wisp who gets picked off. Gyrocopter flat cannon finishes him off, and TA goes down as well. Mag, he's just managed to get his way out of there, and well, T1 tower at mid going to go down. Confetti going to get himself a Blink Dagger with this gold, and things going from bad to worse for the Radiant squad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There we go, there's your relic. I said 14 minutes, but he got slowed down. That death at top lane and that failed push. We're looking at 15 minutes now for that relic. And he's going to look to just keep on farming, get the Radiance up. And if his team can keep pressuring some of these towers, that's Radiance is going to come even sooner. Pings toward top. They say, let's get this tier 1 top. And with a Blink Dagger on Sand King, well, they're going to be feeling pretty confident they can take this. Just level 9 though, but Ego's blinking in, especially if he gets Lifestealer inside of him. He can do a lot of damage very, very fast. And this is a Lifestealer who's just about to finish off an armor. Mag needs this Blink Dagger up soon. We'll have it in 700-800 gold, but the question is that going to be fast enough? I think so. I'm using that courier too. Armlet up now, and well, El Tigre on his own in the top lane, but is just getting some farm for the time being. And if anything, this looks like a game you need a BKB. Got a lot of lockdown. Sanking Epicenter stuns, Gyrocopter with the Rocket Barrage. I mean, it looks like a BKB game. And He just needs some ability to just go initiating. Unless you go just Desolator and he relies entirely on both Mag and CK to be the initiators, the frontline tanks. And Mag has to hit a big RP if that's the case. CK Wisp can go charging in, but that's not going to be enough to give TA space, because they can just change their attention to a TA. You need a big 3-4 man RP. And CK to sort of stun and lock down anyone who doesn't get finished off, any key heroes not included there. D4D is smoked up. They've got a blink dagger on Sanking, so there's a long range initiation if they need it. But they're probably just going to look for a disruption to lead things off, and it's going to go on Mag. Mag is so close to a blink dagger. If he gets caught out now, oh, he looks like he will. Blink stun, call down. He needs to screw his way out of this one. I was about to say, easy skill at T-Duck's live. What is Confetti doing there? He went in, he really jumped the gun. Way too aggressive, way too early. Elderstad, the cooldown's not going to land when you can just screw his way out of there. He was too far ahead. That was a big misplay. Coming out from Confetti. Wisp goes flying back towards mid lane after relocating in, and D4D may have overextended in a very, very bad way here. They're going to group up here. Actually, it takes that one a Chen's group Endless Winner. So they'll take a freebie. Not to mention, it's going to limit Chen's ability to get involved in these fights, but not what they were really looking for there with that initiation. That should have been a kill. They needed to lead with maybe a purge, or at least have his teammates in range. They needed additional damage, which is a rocket barrage, some right clicks coming out from the gyrocopter. One Sand stun alone was not going to provide enough damage. They basically had to cast cooldown before the stun came in, because the cooldown's not going to land if you stun a second before it gets cast. He just skewers out of there. And that's Mag's blink. I mean, what they were trying to do is kill him before he finished the blink, and instead they basically hand wrap and present Mag with this blink dagger at 18 minutes in. Not the fastest, but it's fast enough for his liking. Going to give Rillamin some more space to make something happen as we get here into the mid game, and D4D need to be careful. They've got a Radiance coming on the Lone Druid. They've got this blink dagger on Sand King, but more than anything, that blink we just saw there hurt them more than helped. They need to get these next level of items up, which is going to be an Ag Scepter on Elderstad, unless he goes back for a BKB. As it looks like we are ready to get underway. And for those of you guys just tuning in, this is Tide's Wrath, which is an Australian Dota 2 competition commentated by your Australian commentator gods, and we're seeing D4D take on Rillamin here in the Grand Finals Game 1, and D4D looking to have a strong early game lead here. They're actually going to look to get some additional kills here in the top lane, and with, well, he saves CK, but this is a bit of a death sentence for himself. He's going to be flying back in just a second here. Where you go, man. Vandal, not a chance. He tried to tether his way out of there, but he gets caught out, and this is a T1 tower to follow it up. And this is just with 4 heroes. This is 4-1 split for D4D. It's really working well for them. They have 4 heroes fighting, and the hero who's had a great early game start, the Lifestealer with the sort of the lockdown, the Sand King, the Shadow Demon, and then they've got their one main carry, the Lone Druid off farming on his own. He's got that Radiance up. And he's going to start coming to fight soon, especially now that they've got these outer towers. Take the T2s. He'll also help take out these last couple T2s. After they get this mid T2, we'll probably see a rotation. Actually, they're not even going to commit to it. They realize they don't have the ability to take a 4v5 fight right now. If Lone Druid's there with a Radiance, then maybe they look to fight that, but without that Radiance, and without the Lone Druid whatsoever, they're not going to fight it. Gyrocopter's finished off the Ag Scepter now, and that gives him that global ultimate. Which does give him some extra damage. Another pause coming out, it looks like. There's he stuns the Radiant team. He just looks like they need something quick. Alright, they're ready once again. And this bottom lane is now being pressured, so there's alternating between top and bottom. And as soon as one lane they decides getting a bit too unsafe, which was the top lane, they hung around too long. Rillamin were starting to group up and get ready to defend. They back off. They go for Roshan even maybe. They hovered around the Roshan pit at least. Lone Druid's got to be thinking about it. He'd love to get that in his hands. And it's going to be a Roshan attempt, and once they get that Aegis up, they can probably take these outer T2 towers one by one with pretty much no resistance. Urn of Shadows coming. I like this Urn pickup for Confetti. This is going to help a lot. You can see they're spending a lot of time pushing, and they're often exchanging blows. They're getting killed but taking damage to do so, and they don't have a natural mech fire, so they haven't got the ability to heal themselves up apart from the Lifestealer. Gyro doesn't even have a bottle, so none of these heroes really have heals in any shape or form apart from Lifestealer and Lone Druid. Lone Druid's got the Trinkets. The other three heroes have no way of healing themselves back up after taking damage, and that's where this Urn is going to be really useful for Confetti. But for him and his team. As long as they can get a couple of kills, they need some charges first. But if they're taking damage to get kills, well then they're getting those Urn charges to build themselves up. If they're taking damage to get towers, well, that's where they're not getting those Urn charges anytime soon. But right now it looks like they're getting these towers relatively uncontested. Unless we see a mag with an RP initiation here, there's no defense of this tier 2 tower at mid, and Lone Druid going to take this with relative ease.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Where's the ultimate? Gyrocopter, I hear him firing it. Saying where at bottom lane. The big meteor is all that it remains, although these creeps still plenty of health left on them. So that's where D4D are headed. Kark's going to come out. As soon as he sees the hero's bottom, he's like, okay, it's safe to go back and keep on split pushing. He wants to basically force D4D back, or at least look to exchange towers. D4D, they have no interest. They just want to get a tier 2 tower. Then, once they get the tier 2 tower, maybe they look to try and save their own tier 2 tower, or maybe they just keep on going forward. They've got two options there. They're actually looking to potentially lose a tier 1 mid, so with two lanes pushing, they look to TP back and defend after this. They'll probably send one or two mid and then one top. Or a couple to each lane. They don't want to be giving out free towers. They're actually glyphing both these towers here. Gyrocopter ultimate and if he dropped it mid, actually hits two heroes. This could be able to set up a potential initiation. No, Confetti decides, let's just get these chain creeps in. Well, he's going to get two of them, so definitely worthwhile. The TP top, so really smart decision from D4D there, I feel. They could have kept pushing, but if they keep pushing, well, Rilla mid, they take a tier 1 mid, a tier 2 top, and then they look to defend. It's a good trade for them, but now it's going to be mid lane. That's where Rilla mid look for trades, and Whiz get kicked off with the initiation there. They take out Shadow King in the meantime. Sanky blinks, Epicenter, he gets RP, but the Epicenter's already gone. It's already been channeled. Lifesteal is in the midst of things. He's doing a ton of damage, moves onto the Chen. Chen just being taken out one by one. He's going to send back CK if he can do so in time, does so. Vaj blinks out of there with the TA, but problem is 3 heroes down, including a mag who dropped an RP, and there's very little left up for the Radiant side for Rilla Minas. D4D are just going to march down this middle lane. Disconnect coming out from the Sand King, but I believe he's going to just connect right back in and look to end the game for D4D. There's nothing really stopping this tier 3 towers and Raxes from falling at mid lane. As it looks like he's ready. Quick timeout from Dota 2. Go. Should be the call. And the march down middle lane, it begins. This is the siege. Oh. Quick resume, quick pause. As looks like play's lagging. Confetti up to 150-ish ping. One of the great things that does now exist is these Australian Dota 2 servers. It does make having these Australian competitions a lot more viable, and that's one of the things which we're now starting to see, these sort of semi-pro and amateur Australian competitions now that these Australian servers are up, and that's one of those great things for the scene. Is D4D, well, they're looking to show their might, their worth here in Australia, prove themselves to be one of those top Australian teams, at least the top one in this tournament. They're looking to take down these Raxes here. D4D hitting Raxes, Rilla Mini hitting heroes, and while D4D are just taking no damage whatsoever. Confetti decides to stun a couple of them. With that, it's going to be very hard to defend. Actually, they managed to burst down the Gyrocopter. Test of Faith finishes him off, but Lone Druid, he's just doing the business. He takes out one. He's actually going to take a lot of damage from a TA here, but the problem is he's got Aegis. He's going to respawn. Needs to pop that ultimate as soon as possible. Endless Winter taking a lot of damage. Armor Toggle helps keep himself alive. Zealand does get back in ultimate form before taking too much damage, so luckily for him, he's still in this, and they're sanking off to the side. He needs mana though. Can he get in there? He's not actually going to manage to do so. He doesn't have the mana to get in. Magic Wand now being bought. CK comes in from behind, takes off the lifesteal actually. That lifesteal who's been cutesy. I'm not toggling a bunch, and it's actually going to be a hold here. It looks like Rillaman are going to keep their Raxes alive. They're going to look to take out Lone Druid. Do succeed in doing so. Now move on to Confetti. Sanking 4-second stun and cuts. Well, he's keeping his team in this game. They're going to move on to the next hero, the final hero who's alive for D4D, the one hero to stop this team wipe from happening. It's no phase, no kill. He gets blinked on. Reality roots back in. This is a team wipe going the way of Rillaman. Well, I say that as if no phase, no kill has actually died yet. He may not do so. Jericho Boltman trying to keep him alive. Test of Faith is there. Lippy getting kills with these big Test of Faiths. And it's now the run is on. Now you've got to get out of there. Altigra luckily does find an Invis rune, immediately pops it with one of those bottle charges, and well, all said and done, it's a good fight for Rillaman, but I don't think D4D are going to be too worried with how that went down. They got a tier 3 tower, which is a lot harder than taking those Raxes. Now they're going to be able to go up high ground without having to worry about the tower. And they can even look to get some vision there, putting a ward on the high ground and then making it a lot easier to go on in. But they won't have the Aegis, but they will be healed up. They will have those next ultimates. Not to mention BKB coming on the Gyrocopter. He's looking to get that immunity up, and that's going to make it really hard for Rillaman to initiate with the CK Wish. They'll have to rely heavily on this Mag ultimate to hit as many heroes as possible. Well, TA trying to build a BKB of his own. 400 gold away from it, so both teams, we'll see both Gyrocopter as well as TA getting BKBs at similar times, and that probably is something which is going to be crucial for this defense. Because it's not going to be long before D4D go for another push. In fact, it looks like they're going for it right now. Endless Winter's at top lane, but he'll be looking to join up with this team momentarily, I can only think. I say that, but he's going to keep on farming. He's got his Basher, so we're looking to go straight for that Abyssal Blade. Or possibly just go Basher and then look for some kind of item to go with it. Basher will help out against the BKB. That will go through. Both CK as well as Templar Assassin going BKB, so having this Basher will work nicely.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Elder's Dad, he realizes now is not the time to group up and push. Now is the time to just be farming, and he takes bottom lane. Confetti, he's in the jungle. He's looking for that extra magic damage, going for a Veil. Support Shadow Demon has finished off a mech, so I mentioned they have no natural mech buyer. Shadow Demon says, well, I'll cover the gap. Doesn't have Arcane Boots, just going to rely on the Sanking for that mana. We saw last game he actually had some issues spamming that. He was spamming the Disruption on his friendly Luna to keep sending in illusions and actually ran out of mana. So let's see if something similar happens here. Endless Winter can get jumped here, skewered back in. Problem is TA actually blinked on him. TA was going to go for a big melt hit, but it didn't actually work out because of the skewer, so miscommunication possibly. I'm wondering if they could have even got that kill. The Infest keeps Endless Winter alive, and no RP. RP gets blown for that. I think D4D just say, well, great. That's the one thing which is going to stop our push is an RP. Sure, they may have BKBs, but without RP, there is no way they're defending him. The 5-man mid begins. Ward onto the high ground and start sieging the Raxes. Lone Druid Bear in the front lines. T-Duck, is he going to go for a skewer? He's actually going to get, well, he's going to skewer his way outside of the cooldown. And this thing goes in. Confetti hits 2 with it. Altigra as well as Lippy. Chen gets burst down first. Altigra is going to be next 2 down for Rillaman, and D4D going to wipe through this mid lane. Probably going to look to swing bottom lane. Take a second to the Raxes here. Take game 1 here of the grand finals. Rillaman did have a 1-game advantage, and it looks like they're going to call what is in theory game number 2, since this does even up the series. 1 game apiece here in your best of 5. That 1 game win a bracket advantage. D4D claw themselves back to a 1-game apiece score here in your tied round tournament, your Australian go-to competition. So it looks like it is all said and done business for D4D as they take out kill after kill. Disconnects come out, and it's D4D who once again convincingly take out another team. They took out Joy in a very convincing fashion, and here they are up against Rillaman, and right off the start they were on the aggression. They took a first blood at bottom lane behind tower with a ward, and from there it was just non-stop aggression at bottom lane. The solos worked out well. They got farm on both Lone Druid as well as Helderstad in the mid lane, even with the kills being given up and the pressure coming from Chen on mid lane, they still managed to make up for it. And D4D,
Victory.
a well executed strategy here, do manage to take game. The first played game, but what is it actually game number 2, evens the series 1 game apiece here in your best of 5 grand finals, guys. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, and thanks everyone for tuning in. I believe we'll be back soon with your next game here of Tides Wrath.